Alright, so, I figured I'd talk about the, trailer for Watching and Dreaming, the third and final part of the Owl House trilogy that's been going on. Yep, we are coming to the end. And, the moment is here, but it's been prepared for. With a lot of crying. A lot of people up here in tears, and I know, it is a lot to take in that, this is the end of a show that we've all loved. And yeah, it's fine. It's in here in 2 weeks, and yeah, so let's talk about this trailer because there are some things to really unpack. This will be, I think I heard somewhere that this will be a 90-minute special. This will be like a 90-minute thing, so I'm curious to see how this goes. First of all, I think we're all going to get emotionally ass kicked. Let's just get that out of the way right now. We're all going to get our emotional asses handed to us during this entire ordeal. We are all going to be punished for this insane, for this. We're all going to be punished emotionally for what we're about to see. So I think we should all be ready for that. Now, we do see certain things that this is going to look like it's going to come down to Luz, Ida, and King facing off with Collector and Belos, who is still in Rain's body. So let's talk about some theories here and there. First off, can we just have Luz be happy? I'm kind of like a little tired of this whole thing of dragging Luz through the mud. I mean, yes, she has a lot of trauma to really unpack, so that's a lot to really deal with. But I've also kind of noticed that, like, why is it that that these characters feel like they have to punish themselves for something they didn't even do? Yes, it was technically Luz's fault for introducing Philip to the Collector, but there's no way she could have known that. There's no way she could have known that, but that's how we look at trauma. I mean, one of the perfect ways to really look at how animation handles trauma is in Young Justice. If you guys know what I'm talking about, if you guys already know what I'm talking about, or for those who don't, there's one episode where Black Canary's talking to Beast Boy, where he's talking about all the people who have died, and then he's like, I could have saved them, I could have done more, when Rita was killed, or when Queen Bee killed my mom, and Black Canary goes, you were 6! There's nothing you could have done. Queen Bee, even with all the power of the Justice League, Queen Bee's still out there. There's nothing you could have done. And you have to accept, in our line of work, that, like, we can't save even as superheroes, it's a hard thing to accept, but we can't save everyone. And I really do like that. I really wish more cartoons did that. And while I do think that was handled well, I really just want Luz to be happy. Can we not do, like, Dana, can we not have, like, Luz, like, permanently separated from the Boiling Isles? Can we just not have that? Like, I prefer not to have that ending where it's like Luz is just gone from Earth forever, and she's separated from Amity, Ida, and King for all eternity. Can we just not do that? Because I really do feel like you guys are want to just drag us through the mud one last time. Also, I have this sneaking suspicion that Rain's gonna die. I don't like it, but I do have this sneaking suspicion that the only way to kill Belos is to kill Rain. So Rain's going to either Rain is going to sacrifice themselves to get rid of Belos once and for all. And that's another thing I want to talk about real quick. Do not give Belos a single modicum of like pity when you fucking end him. At no point should this motherfucker be given any ounce of pity or last minute, like, oh, I see the error of my ways, I deserve to die. Don't do that. This fucker, we need to show kids here right now, and I've talked about it before, that sometimes people are evil, sometimes they just want to hurt you because you're different, and you need to stand up to them. Maybe not kill them, but maybe it wouldn't hurt. We didn't beat the Nazis with harsh language. We beat them with guns and nukes. Well, technically the Japanese, but they were part of the Axis. So. Anyway, Yeah, so that's one thing that I feel like would kill the entire, kill, or at the very least, damage Owl House for me, is if they do some, oh, I'm sorry, I'm Belos, and I'm sorry for committing mass genocide, and more or less destroying people's lives for decades, all because my brother was stooping some witch. Dead. I don't want that. That fucker needs to die. He's evil, and he needs to die as an evil person, and I don't want it any other way. I don't want some last minute, oh, I'm going to die. Nope. I will say that the Collector doesn't need to die. Because the Collector's clearly a child who doesn't know any better, and I think it's going to come down to... Belos dies, Collector gets talked down to, and the Collector gets talked down to by Luz, and he learns a lesson. So I feel like that's where they're kind of headed towards, but I've been wrong before. Also, Demon King and, like, full anime demon style for Ida and King is really awesome. I like those designs. Hopefully they'll pay off. And also, this is going to sound weird, but I really like this whole thing of Luz in Belos' costume. It actually kind of works for her. It's kind of cool. I just can't wait for all the alternate universe fanfiction. Looking at you, everyone on fanfiction.net. Anyway, so it's really cool, and I do like that it's gonna be Ida, King, and Luz that are going to be together for this one final time. Yep. So I'm excited. I'm very excited, but also it's going to be another show that's going to be another animated show that's going to be gone. And yeah, it's pretty sad. It's pretty depressing to hear. Although I have heard Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur has been doing really well. So that's fair. So they got that going for them, which is nice. So, yeah. Sinuses. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what you guys think of the trailer for Owl House Watching and Dreaming? Are you guys excited, or are you guys not? And what do you think's gonna happen? Just comment below. Also, don't make... before I go, one more thing. Don't make Hunter the last-minute special character. Like, I don't need fucking White Savior clone to solve Luz's problems. I don't need that. I know what you've been kind of building to making Hunter a bigger character, and I know, like, Dana's from that era of, like, we all saw Zuko become, like, go from a bad guy to a good guy. But yeah, I don't need Hunter to suddenly steal the thunder out from under them. Also, it is kind of cool to see Willow using fire magic, so that's really fun. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of all this? I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.